Hey, it's Zamil Solanki here from Healthpreneurial Mastery. So, I can't believe it. It's the 5th of January already, right? 5 days into the new year and time is already flying. And as we all know, it seems like years on years, just each year, I guess, gets quicker and quicker, right? And it seems like these days just, I don't know, we wake up and all of a sudden we're going to sleep and we're like, well, what have we done today? And I guess what I'm asking you right now is, how are you feeling after the craziness of December? How are you feeling after the busyness leading up to New Year? Because in pharmacy, as being a pharmacy owner, I get it. Like, that time is hectic. The last day of the year, everybody coming in, getting all their safety net scripts, all of that sort of stuff. Like, it is busy. It is busy. And a lot of the time, January, and like I said, we're already 5 days into January, and some people that I've spoken to are still feeling so burnt out, still feeling like they are struggling to recover. And, January, yes, it's typically a quieter time in pharmacy, like it's that time to breathe, but 5 days in and, you're feeling like, and man, I've got to still recover, then I've got to ask you one fundamental question. Why? Why are you still feeling like this desperate need to recover and to enter recovery mode at this point in time, right? Why? Because we don't often think, about the real reason why. We think about, December was busy. That's why I'm tired. That's why I need to recover. But why? Let's peel that onion a little bit more and really ask yourself, why? What led to that craziness? What led to that franticness? What led to you feeling so drained right now? Because as business owners, as pharmacy owners, we often play full out every single day. But think about yourself also as like a performance athlete, right? A performance athlete doesn't show up every single day and run their hardest. They don't do that day in, day out, day in, day out. No, they have times in between for recovery. And as an owner, as a business owner, it's so important that you formulate, that you come up with ways to do elements of micro recovery, right? Micro recovery. Between the chaos, between the craziness, it's even more important. Rather than crazy, and then recover, but recovery is actually not a form of rejuvenation, it's literally a form of respite, right? And that's not what it's about. A performance athlete, they recover as soon as they've run the race, as soon as they've done that peak performance training, they're in recovery mode. Yet as business owners, we keep running until we cannot run anymore, and then we crash, we burn, and then all of a sudden our body just goes, our mind just goes, you know what, we're done. And January, for so many pharmacy owners I talk to, is that feeling, is going, you know what, I can't get up. Yet instead, what it should be is your time to reset, and refocus. Why? Because it's a new year. It's a new opportunity. Rather than this lull in time to breathe, it should be the lull in time to actually go, you know what, now I've got the time to work on my business. Rather than feeling so fatigued and so wrecked that's the last thing that you want to do. And this is the problem that I see so many pharmacy owners get into, is that they want to reset, they want to refocus, but they are so drained that the last thing that they want to do is even think about working on their business. And all of a sudden, they're back in the trenches and they're busy again. They're frantic again. And they're achieving nothing, right? They're not having that time to work on their business because they haven't used those elements of micro recovery. Yeah? So, what are you going to do differently? How are you going to reset? How are you going to use the opportunities that you have to do forms of micro recovery, right? And I chat to so many people and they're like, oh, you know what? I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time. And I'm not saying active recovery is the answer to this or is the only answer to this. No, I'm talking about the excuses that we come up with, right? There's 24-hour gyms now. And yet people I talk to still use the excuse of, I don't have time. But what I'm asking you to do right now is to prioritize your reset. Prioritize your reset, but these micro resets. Rather than running that marathon, running that sprint day in, day out, what do these micro resets look like for you? Yeah? And is it active or is it passive? And when I say passive, yeah, cool. It's all well and good to go, watch some Netflix, lay on the couch for a bit. Cool. But how do you feel after that? Do you feel energized and rejuvenated? I can guarantee you probably don't, right? But a gentle walk outside, earthing, grounding, go into nature, go for a swim, a gentle swim. Whatever that might look like to you. And as you can start to see, like, it's not just passive, but it's more active. What does that look like as well? Is so important. Is so important. And so now's the time to shift, right? Now's the time to really start to really focus and reset on working on your business. And so if this is landing for you, comment reset below, and I'll be running a free webinar very, very soon. Tell me if you want in. If you want in to learn some amazing hacks that I've picked up along the way. I've been in pharmacy, like I'm turning 40 next year. Can you believe it? Big 40. I've been in pharmacy pretty much my whole life. You check out my website, you'll see the post of pretty much from birth, the writing on the window of my mum's pharmacy saying it's a boy, right? And literally I was brought into the pharmacy as a young'un. So almost 4 decades in the game. And one thing that I learn more and more is about the importance of valuing the time to reset. Yeah? And so take the moment now, reset, but reset with purpose. Reset with purpose. And so that's why I want you to not just comment reset below, but tell me, are you in for some absolute free things out of my playbook? Some tools, some tricks that I've picked up across almost being 4 decades in the game. Comment I'm in below and I'll send you the details as well. Why? Because if you're sick and tired of doing things the same way day in, day out, then now's the time to change the game. So comment below and I'll be sure to send you all the details once I've got it all ready to go. But I just want this to land for you, and I'm hoping it does, because I was done with this a long time ago and I want you to be done with it as well. So comment reset. Tell me that you're in for the free webinar and I'll send you the details when they're all ready to rock and roll. Because this is the year. 2026 is the year that things are different. All right, so comment reset. Let's make it different. Alrighty, I'm Zamil Solanki. Bye for now.